Hello everybody, it's me, Unit 102 Alpha here. Alright, so, this is officially part 2 of the challenge for Lies of P that I started yesterday. Alright, so for those of you who were here, or maybe not here, yesterday I actually beat my 4th New Game Plus playthrough where I had all my stats maximized, all level 100. Got the Rise of P ending, but I started a brand new save because that was a challenge from one of my followers. I already beat the Scrapped Watchman yesterday, and so today we're heading off to the Vanini Works. So, let's see how decent I am, if I have to start over. Alright, so here we go.
Classiest playboy and most brilliant inventor in Krat.
Nothing too bad.
Not just puppets.
Nothing over this
Almost
way.
Every machine and tram in Krat is supplied from here. You gotta be curious about the guy.
Right,
Kind of
Ernie's
person
down
is
there.
I wish we could
Hanging
find him.
puppet there that will
That is,
spit at us.
still kicking.
That's right, I don't have the upgrade where I can move while charging it anymore. That's right. It's not too bad. Making short work of these guys. Ow. Alright, we got somebody throwing firebombs. Right. So, yeah, I need to get out of here. I need to take out these fire jar throwing clowns. Hi, stop throwing fire jars at me. Well, I should probably turn on my lantern. There we go. Now I know which way I'm going. I can see where I'm at. Nothing going to attack me in this now illuminated maze. Recharged. Yep. Alright, so around here we do have a little phone that Arlecchino will use to call us, and that is where we'll get our very first riddle from the King of Riddles. There we go. Fulminus has served me well so far. Alright, let's indulge Arlecchino.
Another fine day in the city of Krat, but I wonder, my friend, just where you've been? Ah,
fast.
A little for an exclusive, obtrusive, intrusive transmittal. For me, Arlecchino, the king of all riddles. Now, you know what I'm called, and why I called you, and I want to know your name, but not till we're through. For as soon as I learn that's one riddle burned, and I do love a mystery, don't you? Now, only the living solve riddles, as everyone knows. That's a must. When your city is so full of puppets, it seems are about fit to bust. It's time for the riddle. No more waiting. We thank you for participating. By morning, it walks on feet numbering 4. At midday, just 2. No less and no more. It walks on 3 feet when the evening arrives. And if you solve this, then I'll know you're alive. Correct. Fantastic insights, caller. But not everything has to rhyme, you know. I'm not a caricature. I'm the king of riddles. That said, how do we know you didn't just get lucky? Even a stopped clock is right twice a day, and even a puppet can be accidentally correct just by random chance. Still, a promise is a promise. Arlecchino, tell him what he'll get. Thanks, Arlecchino. Caller, your correct answer has earned you a Trinity key. Doors and keys and doors, the subjects of puzzles and riddles galore. My next riddle won't be so simple to crack. Arlecchino's the king. Not some riddling cheap jack.
Okay, now there's a safe down here, and there are 2 puppets to, of course, activate. Now, of course, with electrical weapons, they're not much of a threat. Salamander, dagger, blade, and handle. It's all fire elemental stuff. So now I've got a good electric weapon and a good fire weapon. Now, that fire dagger is going to come very handy later on in the game. Because carcasses, those horrible monsters, are weak to fire. Yep, electric bullets, validating that even in the game itself, it validates that electric elemental weapons and consumables that it's the way to handle a puppet. Woof. Now, as you saw, there is a giant enemy down there, stomping around in that pool of sludge. That is a puppet of the future. Yeah, those things, they're slow and lumbering, but they hit like a truck. Now, that sludge pool inflicts corruption and damage over time, so the ideal strategy is to hold off on going after the Puppet of the Future there and drain the sludge pool. That is the optimal strategy.
Ugh, this place gives me the creeps. It's like something's gonna jump out any second. It's okay, pal. Jiminy's looking fine.
And there we go. Oh, no, you don't. Shock cartridge. I'm gonna need that. Oh, did I already grab everything around here? Oh, this guy. This guy isn't fun to deal with either. That's a big, bulky, double shield puppet. Alright, and there we go, it's dead. It will not respawn. It is a one-and-done fight. However, we will encounter more enemies like it in the future. Oop, red butterfly. There we go. Now to cranks for weapons, I haven't really messed around with them all that much. I'm going to take that. I'm going to activate this Stargazer right here. Now, I don't suppose that I'll be able to, no leveling up at the Stargazer, I guess. If I want to level up, I have to, talk to Sophia. Stay away from the pools of corruption. Alright, there we go. Wasn't too bad. Hey, welcome,
How are you doing?
welcome Daisy Margaret. How are you doing? I'm doing alright. How are you doing? Alright. Now, there should be something around here. Or maybe it was limited just to New Game Plus stuff. Alright. So I can safely go this way and, heal up. Make my way back to the Stargazer over there.
Did you see the chats?
Yeah, I am seeing the chats. I'm broadcasting from PlayStation, and I've got my laptop right in front of me. And of course, with my laptop, I do have my Stream Manager open. But I will type it in the chat just in case.
Yes. I'm doing well. How about you?
Alright, now this part. This part's a very timing-heavy part, because that is a flaming ball of discarded puppets. You do not want to get hit by that. Although, fortunately, it does hurt enemies as well, so nice little chance to bait enemies into it, and they'll get hit and not you. Look at that. This isn't a very safe factory. Man, OSHA would shred this place good. It's crawling with safety violations.
I'm good.
That's good to hear. Alright.
How's your streams going?
And my streams have been going alright. And I don't get a lot of viewers. And it's alright, I guess. I mean, I did manage to grind my way to affiliate status. So that's good, and I am grateful for everybody who's shown me support over the past year. I would not be here without them, that is a fact. Alright, now that we're here, it doesn't open from this side. There is a mini-boss through here. If you go that way, you fight the mini-boss, you defeat him, that door opens, and you're free to explore the rest of the factory. And now I've got a nice little shortcut set up that I can climb up here. I'll be able to return to the little fireball ramp, as I'm calling it, and continue my journey. Now, I can't exactly go down into that pit just yet because I need to drain that liquid. Now I'm just gonna run this way, reach this safe area, get behind this puppet, and stealth take down the puppet, just like that. Now, I'm obviously paranoid of the fireballs, so I'm not going as fast as I could be going. Now, fortunately, these basic puppet templates are slow-moving. I can easily get behind them, avoid their attacks, and take them out. And there we go. I'm now free to reach the other part of the factory. And we've got a much closer view of the puppet in the future.
Ooh, admirers seem to follow me everywhere. Pleased to see you, my stalker friend.
You made it all the way here unbothered by ruffians. You've got talent.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen you before, but who cares?
Thank you for the follow, Daisy Margaret.
This may well benefit our
I know I'm
former
6
client.
minutes late, but thank you for the
Did
follow.
you catch that subtle whiff of money in the air? Moneybags himself, Lorenzini Vanini, is inside this factory this very moment.
Thank you for the
Caught us on
follow.
our return trip. We had to deny his ridiculous request in person just to be sure it wasn't a joke. All we could do was laugh.
Keep your whiskers up if you're heading in there.
Okay.
He is the richest man in Krat. Or so they
What's
say.
your favorite game slash?
Maybe he's handing out
Oh,
bags of money
favorite
to lift
games?
his
I've got
spirits.
quite a few favorite games.
That seems unlikely. No way are we doing that.
Well, anyhow, best of luck.
Nice. Where are you
Oh, I'm
from?
actually from the USA.
Are you carrying the latest edition of Vanini's Landmark Guide? It's the most popular non-fiction work in Krat these days. Maduro wrote the actual guide, but Vanini published and financed it. It goes for a premium at the shop, but Maduro might not get his cut. He went missing recently, which of course made that volume more popular than ever. If you can get all 3 volumes collectors want, bet you can get 4. No, 5,000 for it at the shop. But you're in luck. I have a conscience and a powerful sense of self-preservation. I'll let this one go for 500. That's a good investment. Don't sleep through it. You'll wish you had this, and the price is a steal.
Alright,
Some favorite
so
games to name
I'm listing some of my favorite games in the
Monster
chat,
Monster
and some
Hunter
specifics
Rise,
on how I like to play some of them, like some of them with mods.
The Sims
And of
4,
course,
Pokemon Violent
where I'm from,
Crisis.
I'm also from the USA.
Cool.
Yep. Alright, so, this way. I go through here. Now there's a puppet here that's missing its head. I can easily just attack it in the back, go behind it, and boom, it's gone. Now I can't go through that gate. I have to fight my way around this next area.
Ooh, nice place.
Ah, where are you from?
How long you have been into streaming?
I've been streaming back in January of 2024, so over a year. And I recently got affiliate status a few months ago, so I'm finally starting to earn some ad revenue.
I'm from California.
Oh, you're from California. I've heard nice things about it. Alright, so we're both USA models. Yeah. I haven't earned any subscribers yet. Oh well. I'm not too worried about it. Alright, so. There are some puppets down here in this little valley here. This little canal. The weapon. So, it's moving very slowly. I can see it coming. I can easily just dodge behind it and perform a stealth takedown on it, and it's dead. So, we're almost done with this little area right here in the Vanini Works facility. Now, there's an enemy that's about to bust through this wall once I take a few steps closer, and it is not fun. It is a puppet that has a flaming shovel. Alright, now I can easily just take it down, and it's still alive. Well, not anymore, it isn't.
Well, WH don't use any customized
Eh.
on your channel.
Well, I don't have any money to really pay people to make custom stuff, and I'm not really that big on it. I prefer to basically attract people by just being me. Although, it is worth mentioning that, and I guess this doesn't come as much of a surprise, but I do have my own YouTube channel as well. Now, the thing about my YouTube channel is that's where my past live streams, or VODs as they are called, get exported to, as well as highlights from my streams like build breakdowns, individual boss fights, clips, cutscenes, mod showcases, all sorts of stuff. So, yeah, I've got that going. And of course, I've got some pre-recorded content that you won't find anywhere else. Right. Now. Oh, that reminds me. There's a reason why I had to go back there to deal with that shovel puppet. And it wasn't just to open that little gateway. Oh no. It wasn't just an XP thing. There's something there. Oh, that's right. I already hit this thing. Okay, good. That lever there. The cool thing about that lever is you might recall the sludge pool down there where the puppet of the future is stomping around. Okay. The lever itself doesn't do anything to the puppet of the future, but it does change the arena a little bit. And here's the one of the Trinity rooms that we can use the Trinity key for that we got from Arlecchino from answering his riddles.
I'm doing graphics since 4 or 5 years on commission. Would you like to see my cool artwork?
I'll pass for right now, but I do appreciate the offer. Alright. Now, in this safe, there's some cool little items in here. New clothing and some quartz. Quartz, of course, is a good upgrade material.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's alright. Alright, so this is the newest outfit we've gotten. In fact, this is actually the outfit... No, I don't have a Discord, but I do have a Blue Sky account, so I'll be plugging my Blue Sky account in as well. Hold on, let me just copy the link from my laptop and plug it in here. There we go. So there's my Blue Sky. And with that, I'm able to go down the ladder. This is where the shield puppet was that got scrapped earlier. And with that, I'm free to just run up these steps here to my right.
You could make me into whatever you want, and if you want to make me into your patient, I could also become that.
I don't understand. Alright. So now the pool drained, I can easily go and fight the Puppet of the Future. It's a mini-boss. If I take it out here, it won't respawn. Okay. So, once I get closer to the target, I can just stay between the legs when it does that spin attack there. Couldn't dodge out of the way fast enough. Oh well. And I died. Okay, so I just need to stay away from the... Well, I have to stay close to the target to actually hit it. Alright, and the Puppet of the Future is down. Alright, so if the Puppet of the Future taken out, it does not respawn. I can easily just open this little box here, and that gives me the Booster Glaive weapon. Now, I don't really use the Booster Glaive weapon. I've found my own little weapon setup that works for me. But for the sake of weapon collection, for the sake of the weapon collection, I'm taking it with me and I'm keeping it on hand. Alright. So I've got other ladders in the area that I could use. And maybe climb out of the pool with. Well, it's not even a pool anymore, it's just a canal. This is a real canal here. Right. So I can just easily stealth take down this puppet, knock it out, and boom. Alright. Now I can easily just waltz up here. There's another collectible here for me to get my hands on. It's just another newsletter. Alright. Now, what I need to do is simply sharpen up my weapon. And I'm going to change to my fire dagger here. Now. Damn, I'm getting turned around in this factory. Alright. Now, that green door, that's the green door that I told you about. This is the side that it opens from. And this is the boss that you have to kill.
Die. Oh, it's the only way to be sure.
Now, the boss fight, because he's an optional boss, he's not required. Cool thing is that
All puppets
the fight won't
must
start
die.
until after I talk to him.
Oh, it's the only way to be sure.
Now,
All puppets must die.
I'm gonna get ready to fight this guy.
Oh, it's the all puppets must die. Every single one. Wait. Those clothes. Leo? You came back? I killed countless puppets to atone for what I did. I didn't mean to break my vow. I was just so scared. I'm sorry I ran away. Oh, if you're a ghost,
Oh,
just leave me be.
okay.
It's the way to
Oh, I think
kill.
it's the clothing I'm wearing, yep.
The burden never gets lighter. All puppets must die. Kill the puppets! I wish I hadn't run away.
Alright, he's boxed me in.
How many do I need to kill? How many, Leo?
Okay, yep. That sucked. Okay, there's that big fireball. Oh, and I just got myself run over. Yeah, I'm not getting fruit air in time. Nope.
tell what's blood and what's oil.
Oh, and he killed me again. Okay, well, that happened. Okay, but yes. Alright. Okay. So I've got some explaining to do, but I'll get to the actual explaining part when I, kill the, boss, the survivor. And it's something very important for what comes after the Vanini Works factory. Okay. So again, I just had to take care of a few things. I'm sorry for the delay and hang up.
I can't tell what's blood and what's oil.
And there we go. Survivor is down. But he gets back up.
I can't tell what's blood and what's oil. I can't tell what's blood and what's oil. wish I'd known. Surviving was a hell of its own.
And dead.
I was afraid to die.
So, we got an emote from killing the survivor here. That thing, that emote is, Alright. That is Stalker's Promise. Now, that's a very important emote for later. It will save you from having to do a required boss. Well, that is, if you choose to use the emote when you're prompted to. If you don't, you'll have to do the boss fight. But, if not, then, you know, you'll be free to move past the boss-type enemy without incident. We'll be getting to that boss later. Now, this pipe system here. You might have noticed that when I first entered the factory. Now with the pipe lowered in place, that is now a bridge. And with this bridge, I can do something pretty cool.
Fantastic. The pipe fit like a glove. Well, like a pipe. It fit. Idioms, you know?
And it killed me. Right, so I have to get back to the Stargazer. Actually, I think I'm able to fast travel to the other Stargazer here. I think I can use that. Yeah, I can actually use that. Right. So, what I need to do is I need to teleport to another Stargazer and teleport to Workshop Union entrance. We're doing this a more optimized way. Alright then. So, all I have to do is backtrack this way. This is where I got killed by these free puppets. Although technically it was this big heavy lifter puppet here that was the worst offender.
All right, Venini.
Alright,
Yourself together.
sounds like Venini.
You have a
That's our
duty to
guy.
the city, and to your own sterling reputation. Pulcinella. I hope he's alright.
And that, as you might have guessed from the sign there, is a good old-fashioned acid vat. Oh yes, nothing like a good old acid vat. And no, that is... You know what? Yeah, that's totally acid. I mean, it's not like, you know, jacuzzi heat at Mountain Dew or something like that. Yes, I seriously had to bring up that Rick and Morty episode. And there we go. And look, a radiation converter. No, it's not ionizing radiation like radioactivity. Thermal radiation. So fire. So basically, it protects you from fire damage. Now, of course, down that way is the boss area room. We'll be worrying about that in a minute. Alright. So, that radiation converter that we picked up is going to be very, very useful for this fight against the boss. Yep, so as you might have guessed from me saying that, it is a fire elemental boss. And that fire elemental boss does have a specific function here within the factory. Yep. I am now dangerously positioned above the acid vat. If you fall into that acid vat, as you might guess, it is a game over. It is instant death. Yeah, you do not want to fall into that vat of acid. It's instant death. Now, I could show you if you wanted me to.
A little help?
Nah.
Anyone? Wealthy and dashing philanthropist in need of assistance?
Oh, there's Vanini. There's our guy.
Oh, easy now. No need to kill me. Surely we can discuss this like reasonable people? Hold on. Geppetto's a friend of yours. Did he send you? I'm fine. Please, help me find my butler Pulcinella. He's a puppet and a friend. Those stalkers were supposed to be working for me, but... well, they bolted and left me to my fate. That was not helpful. My butler went to barricade the back door, and I haven't seen him since. Pulcinella has been a loyal companion. I'd hate to lose him. The factory is, of course, my priority. We must take it back. But please, keep an eye out for my butler. I'd consider it a personal favor and owe you in kind.
Alright, so... what we're gonna do is we're gonna heal up the Stargazer here, because that's what the smart strategy is. Now, like in any Souls game, the unfortunate thing here is it's a double-edged sword. Yeah, you'll get healed up, but all the enemies you just killed, they get respawned, and you have to kill them again. Though I suppose it is good technique for farming. Like if I just want to grind a bunch of ergo and increase my stats, this would be a good way to do that. Although later on in the game there are better areas for ergo farming, and we'll go over them a little bit later. In fact, in my opinion, one of the best areas is after you unlock Rosa Isabelle Street and the Grand Exhibition. If you're good enough at doing it and you've got a good setup, you can easily clear Rosa Isabelle Street and the Grand Exhibition of all enemies and repeat it across those two areas. Free, technically, because you have to go through the in-between area of the Lorenzini Arcade. If you're able to pull that off, then that is actually a very good ergo farm. On some of my older live streams for this game, that's what I was doing. Right, now here comes that boss. The King's Flame. It looks like some kind of steampunk Lego set. But don't underestimate it. And it just killed me. Yep, I just got beat to death by a steampunk Lego. Some steampunk Lego furnace robot. Alright, I'm gonna dodge out of the way of this guy. I'm gonna get in close, and boom. Very easy takedown. Alright. Now, we're just gonna go in here. I want to beat this guy without a Spectre. I mean, if All else fails, I will use the Spectre if I just really want to get it over with. Now, if I remember correctly, it does have a move where a big AoE attack that I do need to cover. And I think this is it. This is it. This is it. I need to get behind this pipe here. Alright, I almost killed it, but it killed me. Which is tragic. I'm just gonna run through here. Alright, this run was actually pretty good. I'm not even gonna bother counting the amount of deaths that I'm racking up. Because it's admittedly kind of pointless to do in a Souls game. Yeah. Alright, it's doing that thing again. And it killed me yet again. Well, I mean, I'm not really all that designed for parrying. I'm designed for the aggressive things. I mean, for crying out loud. In Monster Hunter, I am a dual blades main, and dual blades don't do parrying. What we do is the aggressive attack strategy of we attack first, fast, and hard. We're setting the pace. Though I suppose I'd be better at parrying if I were a longsword main. It would have been beaten into my head a long time ago. But nah, I'm one of those guys who just likes to fight up close, personal. I prefer dodging over parrying. Alright, screw it. I want this over with. I'm using Spectre. Actually, no. No, don't talk like that. Oh, it has a kick. Oh, and... well, of course it has a kick. Alright, it's shooting fireballs at me now. And I can't parry. I am trash at perfect parrying. Alright, I want this over with. For real this time, so I am going to be using the Spectre. Hate me if you want, I do not care. If they didn't want us using Spectre, they wouldn't have put it in the game at all. Alright. Okay, so I forgot the Spectre, so I'm just going in. And here we go. Oh, come on, I dodged out of that. Okay, and get behind something. And I died again. I am not good at this. So I just lost all my death ergo by falling in the acid. So now I have nothing. So now I have no way to level up at all. Or not. Well, anyway, I did lose a big chunk of it anyway, so... Alright, get me to the hotel so I can level up.
Now that we have him, you must understand. The city is on its deathbed. The petrification disease spreads too fast, and the puppets rampage everywhere. Nobody knows what caused the disaster. Everyone in Krat is just trying to survive. That's why I found you. Our only hope, Geppetto's puppet. We're both unique. I am able to wield the power of Ergo. Power I used to call on you. That's all I can say for now. Please, save Krat.
Well, I'd be able to say. Well, I would actually be able to save Krat if I had sufficient stats.
I'll use my power.
Alright, level me up. Okay, let's try this thing again. Now that I have better stats, hopefully this will work. Alright, going no Spectre because I did do a pretty good job on the first time I went Spectreless, so hopefully with better stats I can, you know, stand a chance. About time. Okay, well, that was hellish. Nope.
What do we have
There's
here?
our puppet.
A broken butler puppet. Yeah, I seem to remember someone on the second floor. Think it belongs to him? We gotta ask what happened sometime. Now's good.
Ah, you're back! And you found... Oh, dear. Pulcinella. They really did a number on you. Pulcinella was proof that puppets possess true courage. I will not rest until I have revived him. But there will be ample time for that. First, I must thank you for a truly heroic piece of work. The factory is ours again. The puppets are going to be in really bad shape after this. Let us return to the hotel and rest while we can.
Alright, so, with that done, I think I can safely return to the hotel.
I cannot shake the thought of that puppet army. What they meant to do. The cathedral is filled with refugees. People who thought they were safe. But that's for the future to solve. Maintenance must come first. See you at Hotel Krat. Arrivederci.
Alright, get me back to Hotel Krat then.
I'll use my power to help you.
Alright. Now talk to everybody around the hotel. Oh. I did not care for that boss.
Ah, if it isn't my savior. Glad to see you made it back in one piece, my friend. There you are, my boy. My savior, yes, that's the word. You took back the factory, and I cannot thank you enough. Without the factory, no more new puppets. The army has run out of recruits. My friend, you saved, well, all of us. Ah, But listen to me going on and on about my concerns, and I don't believe I've even introduced myself. Signor Lorenzini Venigni. Gentleman, bon vivant, and at the moment, utterly at your service, my friend. If the name Venigni rings no bells, perhaps you've heard of Graz's Prince of High Society. That is because they are one and the same. Just two of the many names I've collected in my 3 decades here on Earth. While I sincerely believe meeting Venigni is its own reward, I have not rewarded you in the more traditional manner. Please, take this. My newest prototype. It'll be safe with you. It's a grinder stone that keeps granting special attributes to the grinder. I hope you'll put it to good use.
Oh, that's good.
Then my eyes do not deceive me. I never imagined I'd actually see it again, and in the flesh, so to speak. I just designed it, set it aside, and never got back to it. Keep one quite preoccupied, I'm afraid.
Hold on, I think I got some lag going on.
Interested in the arm, I see. Then, my friend, you shall have it. It just needs a few mechanical adjustments to fit your, particular needs. And frankly, this design is almost child's play to me now, so let's start by making it a bit stronger, shall we? I will also add what we brilliant inventors call modularity. That means it will be much easier to improve and repair since you'll be able to use commonly found parts. You might say this arm's new abilities are, legion. No? Too much? It was too much.
Right.
I always welcome friends. Of course you're curious. Pulcinella has been restored thanks to you. In a small way. Mostly it was me, but, you know, genius never rests. Except for beauty rest. Pulcinella isn't just my butler. He's my family. The only one I have left, really. I won't forget what you've done for us. If you ever need anything or find yourself in a spot of trouble, call on your friend Venigni. I always welcome friends. No one, not even I, know what started the puppet frenzy.
Oh, I know what started the puppet frenzy.
Of all days, it was horrible. A violent rampage of murder and mayhem that is seared into my memory for all time. And it was never supposed to happen again. I made sure of it. Designed a few special parts to ensure they'd remain loyal. Puppet armies do not arise by chance. There was intent behind this. I don't want to leap to conclusions, but the only one I know with that kind of power is the King of Puppets himself. We need to learn how this happened.
Alright, and now we have Flamberge. That's going to be a very useful arm later on in the game.
I know my way around a weapon. A stargazer is a survival device used by the Stalkers. It powers itself by accumulating and absorbing ergo spores in the air. The Stalkers installed stargazers all across the city. Once they're recovered, we can put them to use.
There we go. My weapons are upgraded. They're ready to go. They're ready for what lies ahead. And trust me, what lies ahead will not be pretty. And there we go.
Remember, I didn't design every puppet in Krat. It is not surprising that some puppets broke away from the Grand Covenant. I've no idea how many. I remember a few Ergo puppets behaving according to their own volition before the frenzy. That wasn't our intention. They were never designed to act that way. But if a puppet starts acting on its own, does that mean the puppet has free will? Or is someone else controlling the puppet?
Well, it could be both. It really depends. Right, so since I'm in a very safe spot and we're in between areas of going after, you know, the factory and the next area, I'm gonna take an opportunity to teleport back to where the boss was that I destroyed, because that's the way I have to go to get to this next area. But I'm gonna take a short little break to grab some coffee once I get there. Alright. So, now that I'm here, it's time for me to take that short little break. Alright, everybody, I have returned. Now, got my coffee, and I'm ready to continue through to the next area. Now what comes next is going to be a little more dangerous. We're moving through the factory, of course. Explodey barrels, you don't want to hit them or else, you know, you're gonna get completely wrecked. Alright. So we've got more puppets here. It's easy to take them out. We've got stronger electric weapons. They're not much of a threat. Alright, now this next one's going to charge right into the explodey barrel and get hit, so we can easily finish them off. And its buddy isn't much of a threat either. So now we're running through the mines. And these mines are going to get us to our next area. Alright, so that one's dead. Climb up here, take out the fire-throwing puppet here. Easy peasy. Well, except for this guy with the pitchfork and the pickaxe, but, you know, Fulminus can work. Fulminus has me covered. Right. Now, I'm gonna open up this little chest here. Now I've got a big pipe wrench. A comically oversized pipe wrench for a weapon, people. Alright, so now I can easily just jump down here and take this guy out. I can stealth take down him, and he's gone. Alright, so 2 hits and they're dead. This is a good average. I am liking what I'm seeing here. Now, we've got another puppet about to bust through this wall. This one's got a pitchfork. But, you know, stealth takedown, and he's gone. Dark Moon, Moonstone of the Covenant. That's what I need for more advanced upgrades. You are going to want them. And we've got a flaming shovel puppet. And I'm just going to dodge out of the way of the shovel and... yeah. And it's dead. Moonlight Town. This is the next area.
Bodies? Could they be from Moonlight Town?
Yeah.
Whoa, did puppets do this?
Now, there's another puppet that's throwing thermite canisters, so I need to take it out. And it's quite impressive that it's able to hit me like this because it has no head. These puppets are pretty damaged. Some of them are missing their arms, their heads. Some of them are even using severed arms as a weapon. Yep. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, the ones with the pitchforks are never fun to deal with. We don't like dealing with them. That little rush attack they do, it does so much damage. Alright, so I need to... Well, I guess I can't. I'm just falling into this chasm here. Oh, and I just blew myself up. I'm not supposed to do that. Not sure how I survived, but oh well. Alright. I'm at least glad that I survived at all. That could have ended a lot worse for me. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to climb up this ladder, because if I fall down into the chasm, then I have to take the long way. That's a pitchfork! No! We do not like the puppets that use the pitchforks. Alright. Okay. So, hopefully I can make it across the bridge this time. No, I couldn't make it across the bridge! Okay. So what I need to do is heal up and take out the pitchfork guy first. Get my death ergo and sneak up behind this guy, and boom! Bits! Yo, thank you! Thank you for the bits, Elitzel66. Okay, cool thing here is that Elitzel66 here is the one who proposed that I do this challenge. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So yes. So I shall continue fighting.
Welcome, Tilda.
Alright, so we just need to take out all the guys that use the pitchforks, because they're all bad news. Now the ones that are throwing the thermite jars, they're just as bad. They're not as bad as the pitchfork buffoons here. Yep, alright. So, I think that does it. I think they're all dead. I don't want to speak too soon, but I think that does it. I think that's all of them. Corrosion resistance converter. So now it's time to optimize. This one protects against acid and decay damage. Acid and decay is not a fun stat. It is not fun. Now, what I get to do is open this up. This is my way out. Now. Okay. That very important thing that I want to talk to you guys about. The boss that we killed in the factory, that survivor who gave us the Stalker's Promise gesture. I mentioned that it can save us from doing a required boss fight later. Well, we're about to come up across said boss. This person here with that big weapon there. She is the Atoned. She is a boss. She's a required boss if you do not have access to this gesture. Although you can still fight her if you choose to not use the gesture when prompted to.
Do you want to go up, child? I'm sorry, but the train isn't in service anymore. The cathedral isn't the sanctuary it once was. The people who went up there never returned. I still don't know what happened, but I do know this. The cathedral is off limits. Forever. If you're determined to pass, you must prove your identity. Who are you? Are you a stalker?
Alright, so see, this is the part where we're prompted to. So now we give Stalker's greeting. This, of course,
I thought all the stalkers died
saves
when the
us
workshop
from
tower
having to fight the
collapsed.
Atoned.
As for me, I'm as good as dead. A sinner who lost everyone I ever loved. I have no right to stop someone as determined as you. Please be safe up there.
So yeah. And that gives us more humanity because we just lied about our identity yet again. Now, the messages. At the lowest, your humanity will say, your springs are reacting. Then it will change to, the ergo is whispering. Then, you feel warmth. At the highest level, it's, your heart is pounding.
Welcome aboard the Pilgrim's Cable Railway.
Gemini.
Now, those of you who joined us in Moonlight Town, we hope your preparations for the Pilgrim's journey are well underway. Fascinating town, Moonlight, just fascinating. Back in the day, the only way to reach the cathedral was using a rope and pulley. So, thanks for building it on a cliff, St. Frangelico.
Gemini,
I kid. Frangelico.
You're
Wonderful,
cringe,
Saint.
but we love you.
Wonderful. Anyway, next stop, the Bridge of Atonement. While you atone there, don't miss a magnificent view of the
I mean, he's a good
beautiful
traveling
Krat.
companion.
It's been my pleasure, friends, and enjoy the rest of your journey. I've been your captain on this ride, Gemini! Well, not bad, huh? Oh, I really am good at this. When in doubt, let Gemini be your guide. You look annoyed. What'd I do? I'm sure it's fine. Let's get a move on, pal.
Right. So, the fire dagger.
Do you see that over there?
Oh, yes, we do.
That's to be expected, but what is that?
Oh, those things are horrible. Those are the carcass monsters that I was telling you guys about. Now we're going to switch Legion Arm to something a little more optimized to take them out. These things are incredibly weak to fire. So what you want is a fire elemental weapon to take them out with. Now, we don't exactly need the electric stick because it's useless, and nor do we need the Puppet Destroyer's amulet either. And we can use the Carrier's amulet to, reduce our weight limit a little bit more. But yeah, the carcasses, they're not fun. They're kind of disgusting. Yep, there it is.
No idea what those things are, pal.
Oh, I know what these things are. Thankfully, fire weapons make short work of them. As long as you've got a fire weapon, the carcasses aren't much of a threat. Just like if you use an electric weapon against the puppets. Yep. Carcasses are weak to fire. That means their bodily fluid is also flammable. Yep. Alright, jab, 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 and done. I like these carcasses well done. More of you want to stop by for the cookout, huh? Alright, I can oblige. There we go. I am making short work of these guys. And sneak up and boom. Just like that, making very short work of these guys. They do not have a chance. See, we like fire weapons here. Optimization. Now, this takes me up to the bridge area that I just fell down from to attack those two puppets down in the little part down here. This puddle. It's basically a puddle. A giant puddle. It's not even a lake. It's not a full-blown lake at all. Or a shallow pool, if you prefer.
What is happening? What's their problem? Wait, their bodies are strangely altered. I don't know what's going on, but keep those eyes of yours open.
Yeah, Flamberge is a wonderful arm. Woman's Prayer. God, I pray with all my heart, please withdraw your wrath from Krat. Just as you enveloped Saint Frangelico with angel's wings, please save us as well. If the judgment was unavoidable because of our corruption, please at least spare my child your wrath. This baby has done no wrong. Please, let my Charlotte enter heaven. if there's anyone who finds this place, please pray for us, and know that there was desperate sadness here. This was from Louise, clearly. Pray, you who are exhausted and injured. Sadly, I don't think I have a prayer gesture. I have sit, check ground, remembrance, show off gloves, fear, and swagger. So I do get prayer sometime later during this area here through a side quest. Now he's an important NPC.
Mercy, I beg you, don't kill me. I thought you were from the organization. Never mind. My name is Janjo. I'm an pharmacist. Yes, pharmacist. I'm looking for the legendary gold coin fruit. I was able to use
an alchemist. You're one of the alchemists. You're Paracelsus. We know. We know who you are.
Sorry, I ramble when I'm nervous. Read this. It'll explain things faster than I can.
Break cartridge. So it's time to change my cartridge out to something that further optimizes my damage reduction.
Many substances can be poisonous. The precise dose is what separates medicine from poison. The gold
that is
coin
true.
fruit might just be a myth. But in the midst of an epidemic, it might be our salvation. Can you let me know if you find it? I'll give you this by way of payment. I'm headed to the St. Frangelico Cathedral. You can find me there if you need.
Even with the distortion, you can hear what the puppets are actually saying. They said, the last part especially, protect the humans, so saith the king. The puppets aren't the bad guys. Yep. Yep. Okay, let's get these carcass monsters to help protect my... well, I guess I can't help my puppet brethren. But I can easily avenge them. Boom! And there goes the ugly carcass monster. It is dead. And hey, look, there's the city of Krat. Right. So there's City Hall, and over there's Vanini Works that we just came from. Now, off in the distance, you can see the Ferris wheel that belongs to Rosa Isabelle Street. Now to enter the cathedral. Alright, so we've now entered the cathedral proper. Now this place isn't exactly fun. Look at all that blue blood. That's from the carcass monsters. You who have sinned, repent with your tears. Only those who have cleansed their souls may move forward. Alright, so that does nothing. But then again, puppets don't exactly have tears to cry, so... There's our boss! Now, of course, we can't just jump down into that hole and fight the boss. Jumping down that far is fall damage and instant death, and all of that's terrible stuff. So we have to take a very long way through here, which simply involves sliding down this ladder and fighting my way through a bunch of carcass monsters. Now, that's an elevator, but it's currently going the wrong way. It will lower me into that pool of death. So I can't go that way. I instead have to go through this pool of decay, this pool of carcass fluid. But fortunately for me, I'm able to fight my way through this. But there is a way to get rid of this. There's a way to get rid of that pool of fluid. It involves pushing a brazier into it. We have to find a ledge that has a brazier. We push the brazier off the ledge and down onto the lowest level. Yep. That's how you're going to be able to deal with it. You push the brazier off the ledge, it falls into that pool, and it incinerates the carcass fluid. So that means that next time I go through here, it will be safe. Well, you know, unless it's a New Game Plus playthrough, in which case everything except your equipment and stat progression gets reset. Now, that's another area there. There's another little collectible for me to grab. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to grab this collectible. Got my Radiant Ergo Fragment. But I'm, of course, going to sip some of my coffee. Oh, no. Oh, God, no. Damn it. fall damage. So yes, we've shown that fall damage works on enemies, but like I did say, it works on the player as well, and we've seen that. I have officially died from fall damage during this playthrough. Basically, we can sufficiently... The better question here is, what games have I not died to fall damage to? That, of course, is the better question. Alright. So I need to climb that ladder, get a little bit higher. And fall damage again, because I don't know what I'm doing. I do not know what I'm doing. I am not certified. Okay, right. What I need to do is not waste any time getting towards this target here. There we go. I can take the carcass gunk getting thrown at me, or basically slapped on me at point-blank range, as long as I'm able to close the gap and get there. But that's not the last one like that. There's another one there. See, look. There we go, that's easy enough. Now, I need to grab that. Now, what's going to be up next is similar to the factory where we had the flaming ball of discarded puppets rolling down a ramp at us. Except this is an electrified ball that's going to try and crush us instead. So it's still the same little convention of timing your runs and covers. So, yep, there it is. Alright, and our cover is right over here on this wall. And there we go, just like that. And just like with the flaming ball of discarded puppets, you can probably bait the carcass monsters into getting run over by the electrified balls. If you feel like doing such a thing, of course. The Archbishop is dead. Those who are still alive must flee from the dead. And there we go. Easy takedown. Now, that ladder that we passed near the first ramp of the electric balls, that does take us to a room that has a Trinity key. But we don't have any Trinity keys on us at the moment, so we'll have to come back to that area later. Alright. So this is currently the way we need to go. And there's that brazier that I mentioned. So, it's time to push the brazier. And that burns the carcass fluid away. So, once we go back down there, there's actually a room that we can access now. And check this out. The fire can hurt the carcass like that. Let's see, does the carcass actually die from that? Nope. It's still alive, it survived, but it definitely took a lot of damage. Yep, a lot of damage from that. Now, if I remember correctly, there was actually a pretty cool weapon over here. Yep. There you are. Alright, now, if I go down here, this takes us to the same catwalks that we just passed through. So this wasn't too bad of a detour. Besides, the more weapons you have, the better off you'll be. Although I suppose that's true for any video game, even on hand. Yeah. So, I stand by my point. The more weapons you have, the better off you'll be. Even if you'll never use those weapons. Alright. Now, there's nothing for me over there, so I can just easily jump over that gear and clear it. Now, these levers here. This changes the direction of the elevators. We've got a carcass, two carcasses here. and a chest. Now, this chest contains something valuable. Very valuable. If I remember correctly, it is a Legion plug. And yes, it is a Legion plug. Yep. It crafts the Legion arms. So this means I could access a new Legion arm like the Falcon Eyes if I saw fit. And of course you need Legion calibers to upgrade the arm. It's a package system. You can't have one without the other. And there's the carcass that we almost incinerated earlier, but not quite. Right, now, it's been a while since I was in this cathedral, so I don't quite remember which way I'm supposed to go. But I think I'm supposed to go... Yep. Alright. Now, I remember that there was an elite carcass enemy here. Alright. And it's about to spawn right there. This thing is not fun. It can turn its arm into a shield that looks like a big, gross, sticky tongue. Yeah, I don't like fighting this guy. I am not that good at fighting it. So... yeah, and there's no strafing around him either. He's one of the big, bulky, defensive, tanky boys. It's not a fun target. I don't know why they designed it the way they did. Maybe to enrage players needlessly. They shouldn't have designed it that way. Alright, down the ladder. Alright, let's try this again. Now, cool thing here is that with the elevator back in action, I can just easily take the elevator back up and not have to fight all these carcasses. Which, honestly, is a good thing. Alright, now to go back to where that elite enemy wiped the floor with me. There you are. Oh, turns out I can strafe around it. Alright, and here we go. Yeah. Alright. Thankfully, this thing does not respawn. I've noticed that most enemies that drop quartz do not respawn, so that's kind of... It drops quartz when you kill it, it's probably not going to respawn. Which, honestly, is a good thing for us. we open up this chest because there's always something valuable within a chest. You grab the chest, something valuable in here, and this is a Krat supply box. And as you see on screen, it expands Polendina's shop. So you're going to want to get this to him as soon as possible. Alright, so we're going to take the elevator, it's going to take us down, and there should be another Stargazer the second we get off the elevator, which is going to be a major boon for us, because what lies ahead is not going to be pretty.
Archbishop Andreas once told me, always be true to myself.
And as you can hear, we do have an NPC that does give us a side quest, and it is strictly confined to this cathedral. What I mean by that is that the item that this NPC will ask you to find can be found here. So this entire thing is compact. It's a very compact little side quest, and you never have to leave the cathedral to complete it. And here is our client.
I'm surprised to see who's, well, alive. Oh, where are my manners?
Alive's a
I'm
relative
Cecile,
term here.
And I serve the Archbishop. I'm the only one left. Everyone's dead. From the petrification disease, or from the monsters. I didn't die. But my heart breaks more each day. Can you do me a kindness? Bring me the holy mark from the Archbishop's
the
quarters.
item that she wants you to retrieve.
The Archbishop was a true saint. He was my savior. If I write his words into my heart, maybe it'll give me the strength to carry on. I can't die. But perhaps this can help me live again. Please, bring me the holy mark as quickly as you can.
Alright, so this mark, we're gonna have to fight our way through a bunch of carcass monsters to get to it. We can't go that way because, one, that's a big pool of decay fluid that will hurt us if we stay in it for too long. And there's a gate. So yeah, we can't go that way even if we wanted to. What we have to do is go this way. Now be careful because there are pressure plates on this floor that will shoot arrows out of the walls at us. Not a pretty ordeal at all. So it's hug the wall, go slow, protect yourself. Now, we can iframe through the falling carcass goop blob with that stealth takedown. It grants us an iframe while we're executing the stealth takedown, which is another nice little incentive here. Now, unfortunately, I did just fall into a lower area, but fortunately for us, there's a collectible box down here and a red butterfly, so it is worth falling down here in the end. And hey, there's a Legion caliber that we need to enhance the Legion arms anyway, so falling down here is a good thing. Alright, and of course we get some nice little ergo chunks that we can use for leveling up later. So this is another small detour, but one worth taking. This place is cursed. It is the abyss of hell. You cannot leave. The only thing waiting for you is despair. Yeah, sounds about right. They call it the arm of God. You arrogant ones! You have called the wrath of God upon yourselves. Of course, the alchemists are the ones who call it the arm of God. Okay. Well, that was unpleasant. Ugh. This place is gross. Ugh. Baptized this whole place with fire. Ugh. This is why the cathedral was built and remembered. Pilgrims, worship the merciful angel. There's no choice but to go through this goop. Now, of course, the carcass just got up behind us, so we need to take it out. And there's yet another one here, too. However, upstairs, there's an even stronger carcass here. There it is. It's like the one we fought on the bridge leading into the cathedral proper. Now this one's actually a lot more durable. Although not by much. And it is done. Alright, now this elevator. This takes us up to a very important NPC. Alidoro the Hound. This guy, he gives us weapons and amulets in exchange for the boss ergo of, you know, the bosses that we kill.
Monsters everywhere. I need to grab my share and leave.
Hi, Alidoro.
Oh, that's odd. I thought I was the only one with a sound mind here. Sure I don't need to introduce myself? Note these golden wings? Yes, you guessed it. You don't know who I am. Preposterous! Everyone in Krat has heard of me. Do you live under a rock? I'm Alidoro the Hound. Treasure hunter extraordinaire. Yes, it's a nickname. I ditched my real name in the past. I'm looking for other survivors of this disaster, but it's been a lonely search, and there's danger around every corner. Do you know of a place where I can take refuge? Preferably someplace clean and comfortable, you know, civilized.
Alright, so we're gonna lie and say Venini.
Venini works. I didn't give that place much thought. That's where the puppets are
Of course, Alidoro isn't exactly going to like us for this.
But I heard tell of a shelter there as well. With no first-hand knowledge, I suppose I have to trust you. I have a lot of searching ahead of me, so why don't I lighten my load? Consider this an act of charity. A thank you gift. Take it.
Fire abrasive. And see the ergo's whispering because we've lost.
Since you're so helpful, I'll give you a peek at my collection. Show me what you're worthy of.
We've increased our humanity via lying. Now let's ask about his collection just because.
Aristocrats, the very best. I live my life fulfilling that duty. And part of that duty is ensuring these items are returned to their rightful owners. What I'm showing you is just a portion of the collection. If you come to the refuge, we'll be able to continue our confabulation. Until then, remember this hound when golden wings shine.
Right. So, extreme modification amulets, that's a good one. Then we have the spring sword, holy sword of the arc. A lot of good weapons from this. But I want the extreme modification amulet because this is one of the amulets that I was running. Alright, now it doesn't say anything about being slightly heavy, so we're essentially in the clear. Right, so we're going back down the elevator. It's going to... We need to go left of this area here, which will take us up to the staircase, and there's going to be a carcass around here. We can easily take it out with a few hits. I'm going to pick up this ergo fragment. You can never have too many of them. Right. Now, of course, just stay on your guard. I mean, this is the Souls game. It's, well, it's a Souls-like, so you never know what enemy is going to come at you next, out of nowhere. Always anticipate an attack. And now I've got a new part, a new frame part, so I can enhance myself again. Alright. Nothing about being slightly heavy, so my weight is still in the clear. Let's go. Emergency protection. Alright. Now I can just double back through here. Heal up, because it's generally a good idea to keep your health full. And there's a brazier. Now, the thing about the brazier here is that you, like the other braziers, you just want to push it into this pool of carcass fluid, and that destroys it all. So, we're safe. We're almost done here. Keyword, almost. Now, of course, that's the Stargazer. If I jump down here, I can turn into side quest, and... yeah. But, what I want to do is take this ladder. I want to grab this little thing, because that's a collectible. It's another ergo fragment. But most importantly, this was the gate that was obstructing our progress earlier. So now, what we've got here is a lovely little shortcut. And now let's turn in the side quest for our client.
Just seeing the Archbishop's
She's
holy
happy.
mark renews my spirit. It's a reminder of the quiet power of faith. I'll remember this forever, Stalker. It's a reminder of the quiet power of faith. I'll remember this.
Alright. Now, what I need to do is heal up. And what awaits us is the boss of this area. Now, this is the first boss that has a second phase. And no, it will not be the last. In fact, damn near every boss you fight after this one has a second phase. And the ones that don't, honestly feel a little like a commercial break. Bitter bottom of coffee. I'm gonna be okay. Alright, here's our boss, the Fallen Archbishop. Alright, here's the phase transition I was telling you about. Now, you can just fight it like normal and focus on the weird mutant frog body. You don't have to worry about the one-winged angel Sephiroth ripoff here. Ugh. Ugh, that's ugly. One-winged angel, Sephiroth ripoff. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'm not. Yep. Bit of a basic strategy here, but I can easily just focus on the frog. Yeah. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Right. So I need to take a break because there's something I need to do. I'll be back after a little bit. So I'm going to be running an ad break in my absence, strategically, of course. Alright, everybody, I have returned. After much delay. I apologize for the long waits. There were several things that I had to take care of. But I'm back now, and I'm ready to fight this boss. But, of course, just like with the King's Flame, I've got a strategy here that I've got to take care of. A strategy that works. What we're going to do is we are going to, of course, teleport back to Hotel Krat. What we're going to do at Hotel Krat is, well... What we're going to do in Hotel Krat is retool our stats. Oh, Sophia, where are you? There you are. Now I can retool my stats.
Changing somehow. That is how you are unique. You can go beyond a puppet's limits. I don't even know if Geppetto is aware of this. Learn from how humans behave, how they feel. Even lie if you must. Those lies may change you, may rewrite reality. Lies are a weapon used by humans who thrive in a world of deception. I'll use my power to help you. I am able to wield Ergo. They call me a listener because I can hear Ergo. I inherited the power from my mother, who hated it, called it the devil's power. So I kept it a secret that I could talk to puppets. Now you are the only one my voice reaches. So I beg you, please, save Krat.
Alright, time to level up. And there we go, my stats have gotten a little bit better. But of course, what I need to do is submit this nice little box here.
This is a supply box, officially approved by the city of Krat. I shall open it and add it to the hotel shop. Many thanks, good sir. Welcome to Hotel Krat.
An apple, huh? Alright, so if I'm able to beat this boss... Alright. Okay. So, if I beat this boss, I'll be calling it a night for this stream. Yep, that is my plan here. We take out this boss here... If I can parry. Ugh. Ugh. That's it. I want this over with. So this means I'm going to be using the Spectre. That way I get help from Spectre and I can easily take it out. And I think my stream's lagging again. Sorry. I can't control it. Alright, the frog is gone, so now it's time for the phase shift. So, easy way for me to handle this is just focus on the frog. Right, that's right, I have no more Legion. Alright, let's roast a froggy. Froggy is gone. A rip to the froggy. And hey, there are all the bosses we just killed. Their ergo is, of course, being siphoned away by Simon Monas to take to the Isle of the Alchemists so that he may transform into a god. And that, of course, is the same hammer that he used when he was that mutated monstrosity of a boss.
I want to go back to the old Krat. The old me. Before the greed overtook me.
Alright, so it's time to repair this Stargazer. It's up and running now. Alright, time to return to Hotel Krat. Ugh.
I've been investigating the puppet frenzy, and it looks like I need your help. First, let me show you a little something I've been working on. I call it the Ergo Wavelength Decoder. The name lacks a certain flair, but I assure you it works. If my suspicions are correct, something in the puppet's very ergo is causing their aggression. My decoder can find malicious signals within the waves, but I cannot possibly get close enough to gather the ergo wave records myself. You,
Yep,
on the
so
other
this
hand,
is a new objective. Gather the ergo from the rampaging puppets, decode their
I refuse to believe
wavelengths.
the King of Puppets is
Yep.
truly behind this puppet rampage. It's too simple, but also a bit too much even for him. No. I suspect the ergo itself is corrupted, or at least compromised. I do so desperately want to find the cause, as I'm sure you do too, my friend. It breaks my heart to see puppets turned into murderous tools of bloodshed.
You're right. Now it's time to craft a brand new Legion armor. And, well, we are crafting Falcon Eyes. And there we go. Got a brand new Legion arm to play with, one of my favorite arms that managed to help me get through the New Game Plus playthrough that I did, the New Game Plus 4 playthrough that I did a while ago. That, of course, being the Falcon Eyes, one of the best arms in the game, because you can just shoot everything and be done with that. Alright, but it's time for me to call it a night. Yep. That said, if you guys like what you saw tonight and you want to see more of what I'm doing, please consider hitting that follow button so you'll get notifications for when I next go live. That way, you won't miss out on my latest adventures. And hey, if you want to help support the channel, there are a couple ways you can do this. Yep. So, what you can do here is subscribe, and of course I do have a donation system here as well, so yep, I got a donation, so check that out as well. I would greatly appreciate any support you're willing to offer me. And if you want to watch this again, it's going to be over on my YouTube channel, in addition to all of my past live streams. Yep. You'll also find highlights from my streams like boss fights, build breakdowns, a few pre-recorded gameplay stuff. You'll also find mod showcases, all sorts of cool stuff. So check it out. Alright, now, make sure to join me tomorrow because I'm going to be diving into a different game. I'm going to be taking a short little break from this to keep the variety fresh. Alright, thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, I'll see you guys tomorrow.